This is the document manager system within the 27k1 software. It comprises a number of elements. What we'll do in this demo is to create a new document, track the document actions, and then see how those documents are reported in the report section of the system. So let me introduce you to the document manager. With the software, you're provided with document titles under various categories or section headings. And these documents may be mandatory for your ISMS or not, as the case may be. But the system provides you with these document titles, and it's up to you or your consultant practitioner to provide the content, which you might already have many of those documents already on file. So what we'll do is we'll create a new document, and as we do so, we'll show you how the system works. So let's go to Add. And the new document title we're going to create is the 27k1 user instructions. So we'll save that. And now we've got a new document number, which is unique for this document. We'll make it mandatory, and we'll look for somebody within the system who's going to be the risk owner. Maybe the name starts with a J, so we'll give it to John. And the asset owner, maybe somebody starts with a P, or has got a P in their name, so we'll give it to Peter. And the title of the document where this document information resides. So it could be in the ISO 27 folder. So that's where the document resides, and we'll give it a link. So that's the link, and there we have the hyperlink to it. Let's review it tomorrow. Today is Wednesday the 10th. Let's review it tomorrow. So we'll save that, and we can see that we've got a history log. We created the document then, and then we did a little bit of work a short while later, and we created the hyperlinks and the title names and the next review dates. So we've captured a history of all the activity. What we now need to do is start taking actions on this. So let's click on Action, and who's going to do this work? So the title for the action could be Create So that's the title for the action, and this is the action itself. Clearly you put something appropriate for your own business, and who's going to do this work or be allocated it, and I'll allocate it to Jeremy Martin. So now we've got some document actions which are unique, and we can see that we've started, but we've got to add some process dates and other review dates and so forth. So let's go back to track the document actions for this next step. So this is our active document which we've just created, and let's find a review date for it, because you can see we've got a link to it and it's allocated to this person, Jeremy. These are the risk owners I've just created, and these are the actions to be carried out. So let's start the work on Thursday the 11th of November, and we'll review it the following week on Monday the 15th. Let's have the process start date on the 16th, and the document will be approved by, who can we put it to be approved by? Barbara. So we'll save all that, and again we'll have a history log of that activity, but it hasn't been approved yet, and it hasn't been approved and published. So let's have a look quickly in the reports under the documents. So these are the reports that run across the ISMS, but here we've got the documentation reports. And if we click into documentation, these are all the documents that you'll find that can support your ISMS. So clearly documents with clauses, those with controls. Additional documents could be evidence, could be photographs, something that you want to reference to support your ISMS. And here we've got documents with actions in progress. So let's click on these. And this is where we find our new document with a document number. And this is Jeremy Martin, who's responsible for it. And these are all the activities around this document in terms of dates, but it hasn't been approved yet and it hasn't been issued yet. So we need to work on that. So let's click and get on the document following this link. And let's put in an approval date. So that could be the following Tuesday. So we can save that, and then we'll approve it. We'll save that as well. Now we've got a history log which says, yes, we've approved it. That's the date approved by, and we know who's going to be carrying out this activity. So if we look back into the reports now, let's go back into the documentation reports, into the documentation itself. And down here, we did have documents with actions in progress. This should be empty now because we've approved that document. So approved and issued documentation should now be found within this section. And here it is. This document has been approved, and we can see it's been issued and approved, and this was the date that that was carried out. The point to make about this document management system is it will not send out notifications to users saying, the time's running out, Mr. User, you've got to create this document. No, it doesn't do that. The user of the system, or the users, have to be on top of this. You've got to work with this system in a proactive fashion to ensure that the documents that you use to support your ISMS are actively being created and managed. And you can do all of that with the system. If you wish to, you can look at these documents through a browser or export any of the documents through Excel. So if we just go back very quickly to the document manager, we can see now that we've got this new document that's been created. Let's click on it. We can see all the activity around it, all the dates, and it's now in fact 100% complete. This is the document management system that you find within the 27k1 ISMS software. I hope you like it. It's easy to use. Thanks very much for your time.